Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, all.
LizzAnn, Derek's going to send you the link so you can come on with us. Yeah, I've got tired face again. I'm just so tired.
Are you not sleeping?
Yeah, I think I slept. I went to bed fairly early. Once I got that from Derek, it wasn't long till I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, you guys.
I didn't get the update till this morning. I don't know when you guys got the update, but when you had sent me the message that what had happened, I went on Tommy's Facebook to see what he had said, and then I said my prayers, which of course were mostly destiny, and went to sleep.
So all set. Yeah, I did a group, but I had like 5 people on, so it was like everybody was crammed in. I just did Tommy called me, and I talked to Rebecca and Kimmy, and I'm like, wait a minute, let's get everybody in. And I'm sitting there. She goes, well, I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, hold on a sec. And I started doing it. And I'm like, well, I can only fit so many people on the page. And I said, well, I think everybody will stop getting branched off on who knows,
Right.
Literally blew up. And I'm like, oh no, maybe that's why Tommy's upset. But I didn't.
I don't know why my on my phone it's showing that the video is not live.
Well, Jen's here, so she's seeing us. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Good morning, Jennifer. It must just, I guess,
Good morning. Good morning, Jennifer.
Okay. Good morning, Jennifer. Okay.
I found the coolest thing yesterday at Dollar General.
Good morning, Jennifer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, Jennifer. Okay.
Ooh.
I found the coolest.
That looks good.
It's got pretzels, corn squares, toasted oats, covered in white confectionery coating, and multicolored chocolate gems. Yum 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 yum. $2 for this whole bag.
Ooh, dang! I got to get up to that Dollar General. I have one like literally. If I could walk better, I could walk to it, but I can't quite walk there.
What you have to do is you have to do the Tuesday morning thing.
Yeah, because they literally are. If you go out of our trailer park and take a right, the very next right is a Dollar General parking lot.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Tuesday morning, on Monday afternoon, the manager of the Dollar General near you puts a list up and tells you what's going to be a penny the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go in on Tuesday, and there's things for a penny.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, last week, I was at the Dollar General last night, and because ours is brand new, they're starting it this week coming up, or not. They started it last week, and the lady said, the manager said, I talked to the manager for like 2 hours, and she said, well, yep, well, our Hot Wheels come in this day. I'm just trying to get information on what's going on. And she said 2 weeks ago they had their penny day, underwear and socks.
Oh my goodness!
Lady and her husband went in there and just cleared out the underwear.
Dang!
And then what they did, I said, well, did you ask them what they were doing with them? And she goes, yeah, well, some of it was for them and their kids, and then they're going to donate it to homeless shelters.
Oh, that's cool.
So, LizzAnn, does it show I have 2 out there? LizzAnn said she found me once she clicked on the second announcement.
Well, the one I sent you should work. I don't know why.
I'm going to have to fill my coffee cup. I'll be right back.
Oh, but yeah, Jennifer, it's good that she felt up to looking at Facebook. Bailey?
Yeah, to me, that's a great sign. If she
Yep.
can be on Facebook. Derek, you're making me hungry. I opened my fridge. I don't see nothing. Like, dang it, it's time to go to the store. But I'm trying to keep what's in there because I got grandbabies coming tomorrow. Oh, my Lord, they'll raid the place.
Well, I have baked ziti in the refrigerator, American chopped suey, shepherd's pie.
Mmm.
Yep.
My husband
Oh,
does.
man, you got all the good stuff.
Well, we make it for the week. So
Yeah.
when people come home, they can, oh, what do we have for supper? Here's your choices. Yep.
Yep.
You know, when I stayed, when Tiffany was in intensive care in Anniston, Alabama, and I stayed, I slept out in the waiting room. I didn't even have a pillow. I used my purse and my jacket, and I thought I was going to be really scared. One of her friends offered to stay with me, and I told no, I'll be all right. I even told Kevin and my cousin to go home. But then there were so many people in there that I wasn't scared. There was old women, young women, like a woman with her child. And so there was so many people in there and doing the same thing I was doing, having to sleep there because they did not want to leave their loved ones. So it's a rough night to sleep like that.
Yeah. When
And
my first friend in October passed, she was in the hospital 6 weeks before she passed. So it was, by the time they moved her to intensive care, they had like a regular smorgasbord going on. There was a couple, like 3 families that would bring food up every day. And so there was food for anybody that was at the hospital, which was kind of nice. Because, I mean, I did the day she passed, I was spent like 18 hours at the hospital. That was a long day.
Well, when I used to work at the hospital, I had to work.
Good morning, Peggy.
I had to work on the floors for a couple of months before I went down to the ER. And so they threw me on one of the intensive care floors. And one night we had a family that came in, and their family member was, they knew it was a couple of days, but literally there was 20 family members in the waiting room. And they brought in a microwave, and they brought in this, and they brought in that. And security literally had to go up and say, listen, this isn't allowed. You're allowed 2 people. Everybody else needs to go home. They called the president of the hospital and said, no, we're all staying. And all of a sudden the local police department had to come in and escort them out of the building.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
because we only have spot for 6 people on intensive care. There's 12 people. So
yeah.
And you can't bring a microwave in because if somebody has a pacemaker,
liability. Yep.
They're not supposed to do, I can understand family wanting to stay maybe out in the waiting room, but you can't,
not 20 people for one person. You rotate. You have a system.
No, my mother-in-law, when she passed, of course, that's been like 20 years ago. My mother-in-law passed. And when she passed, we all stayed. Wright and I stayed there 2 days. We only left one time to go home and shower. My mom stayed with my kids, and I slept on the floor in her room, but that was a cancer ward, and they would allow as many people as you wanted because she was pretty much just on palliative care. They were just had a solid morphine drip going in,
I think that's how it was with my sister-in-law. They didn't say anything about how many people were in there because at that, when I went to see her, the doctors had come in and already told them that another unit or another group was taken over. So I knew that meant that she was that she wouldn't, be there long. And it was just a couple of days because it was on our Tuesday. I got the message on that Tuesday, and that Thursday she passed. I think it was Thursday. But anyway, it was pretty quick. They knew.
I think I think the other crazy one we had a voodoo witch doctor come in and had to go through surgery, and they wanted to do this whole ritual in the room, and we were like, no. They wanted to bring like this incense burning and
oh my goodness. Did you say this is not New Orleans?
Right, exactly. I'm like, no. They're all trying to bring this stuff in, and while I'm standing there at the door, I'm like, listen, no. And they're like, you can't tell us what to do. That's our witch doctor. And I'm like, I don't care if she's a witch doctor or the president. No.
No kidding.
Well, I guess they could say that's their religion, but you can't be burning incense. Yes, Adam, I'm going to send that to you now.
Yeah, who would have ever thought we would have to hide that link? Because, oh my Lord, what happened that other day was just crazy because they were bombing us. As fast as all of us were trying to kick them out, they were just popping right back on.
Good morning, Adam. I'm glad you're here.
I am too. I don't know if anybody out there doesn't already know.
Yeah.
But let me see. Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer knows.
Yeah.
Peggy. Is Peggy aware?
Peggy and LizzAnn. I don't know if you know Destiny, which is our Shamrock Pixie.
Yeah.
She is. She's in the hospital. She ruptured her spleen, and they took the spleen, I guess you could say. I mean, all right. Adam, did I send it correctly? Did I leave anything out on it?
And I knew we caught Adam at the wrong time yesterday because he's like, he only didn't have his camera on. I'm like, well, why don't you put your camera on? No.
Well, go ahead and send him.
Good morning. Is that Joy Be the Difference clothing?
Yeah, Joy. Yeah, everybody talked to her yesterday. What happened was, Tommy and her were on a day date, and she went and was at one of the stores in the town, and she collapsed. So
good morning, Adam.
There he is.
I had jumped out.
I have it right this time.
Oh, I forgot. It's Friday Hat Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I better get a hat.
I'm not a hat person.
Yeah.
Well, I bought one, and then I was like, "Well, let me
laugh this morning."
How's that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do. I just felt so funny to do this without our happy crew, but I'm gonna get mine.
We're gonna do it in memory of her, and not in memory, but in support of her.
Got chilled out after my shower. Yeah, I'll put one on later.
Yeah.
Got my coffee, Darlene.
Good.
Okay. That's my hat from the dollar.
I love it.
Nice.
From
I left a big old tag hanging up.
What is it? The Dollar Tree?
Yeah,
the
Dollar Tree. Yep.
But I like this one because I want to keep the sun off my face. So if I have to go outside and it's too sunny, and it's so soft.
Joy, we're not sure. She should be in a couple of days, but I know she's talking, so that's good. That means she didn't have any distraction with the anesthesia. So, but it was that close where if she was at home and she had to go to the hospital, we could have lost her. That's how bad it was.
Thank you, Jennifer.
This is the hat I have. It's in memory of when Tony still drove the number 20.
What was that, Adam?
I was shocked that she responded to Darlene's message this morning.
I know. I mean, I tried to call Tommy, and he's not answering. So
I guess she has her phone with her.
Yeah. I'll text her when I'm done here and see how she's doing. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. No.
LizzAnn, where'd you go, honey?
She's on here.
I can't see.
Destiny. You
She's
crazy.
on
You're
there
on
without a
mute.
picture or sound.
Oh.
She's in a car.
Just her blue little emoji or whatever that thing is.
Hey, hey, my pixie
There
chick.
she is.
Look, I got
I'm
my
eating,
hat.
I'm eating
We
my
all got
breakfast.
hats on and you're
Oh.
on it.
I'm eating my breakfast. I didn't want to.
That's fine, LizzAnn.
Hey, Destiny. I'm glad that you're able to be in here and at least chat with us.
We love you.
Thank you.
Don't be scaring us like that. You know, maybe yesterday's prayer in the kitchen was for you, Destiny. Sometimes things happen and we really don't know, you know, who God might want us to pray for. So I'm glad that you're all right and you're here today.
No kidding. That was just that sounds like it was way too close to call. That was not good.
Yeah. I mean, don't have me with Tommy on the phone freaking out, please. I mean, I told him if he needed to talk to me at any time last night. I kept my computer on all night to make sure if something happened that he had somebody to talk to, because
Yeah.
well, and then he goes outside to have a cigarette and they told him you can't have a cigarette over here. You have to go across the street. He's like, are you serious?
I know that kind of stuff is really crazy with those hospitals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? All you really have to do is step off the curb, because once you're off the curb, you're in public property and they can't say anything.
Unless the curb is still in the
Still in the parking lot. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But if you're in a public street, then that's
Right.
what we used to do when my grandpa was in the hospital. We used to just step off the curb.
Stand in the street.
Yeah, then we're in traffic, exactly.
Cars
But you know,
weaving around. Yeah,
in
I got my
everyone
smoke
can
in.
tell you.
Look, I know why Destiny, she's chatting and trying to get well, because she's going to watch that race today. And she wants to win. But there's I understand there's no mercy when it comes to the racetrack.
Nope. No mercy. And especially, look at, almost everybody on this chat is racing today, except for me. I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, Destiny. Send her the link.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's such a blessing. Blessing.
Yes, sweetie. We want to
Here
see
we
you,
go.
you know.
We want to see that you're okay. Will make us all feel better.
Don't do that anymore, Destiny. I was up all night. I think I slept 2 hours last night.
That's what I said. I slept out here.
I'm worried about you, and I'm worried about Kimmy being worried about you, and worried about
Oh yeah,
everybody
she was
else.
freaking out yesterday, hon.
I know.
Yeah.
I really was starting to think Kimmy was, when I saw some of the things Kimmy was saying, I thought she was going to hop on a plane.
Nope. I mean, well, literally, me and Rebecca were talking to her right as soon as we found out, and Kimmy goes, "I'm trying to pack. I don't know if I should go. I think I should go." And she didn't know. She was like, she goes, "That's all I need. My pacemaker to go nuts." And she goes, "I'm like, relax. We got you.
Yeah.
Just
Take
go
a deep breath.
we'll catch you."
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah, girl.
Hey, our beautiful princess, our Irish princess.
Hey,
I love
sweetie.
you, girl.
I apologize for but
You shouldn't have to apologize, hon.
No apology necessary, girlfriend.
it was a long night. It was weird. We dropped the kids off at my mom's so that Tommy and I could have our date.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove around to a couple of yard sales, and then we stopped to eat. We ate, and then we went into Dollar Tree, and next thing you know, I just started having sharp pains. So I got dizzy, went to the bathroom. I ended up in cold sweats, and didn't know what was going on. My left arm stopped working, so I thought maybe it was a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up throwing up in the bathroom and came out, couldn't find Tommy, and had to call him. Came over immediately, and he rushed me to the hospital.
Thank God.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, that poor baby girl.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I just took my talk to you.
Uh,
Just do me a favor.
Sure. What's up?
Go in the closet,
Yeah.
and then get the pink blazer,
Okay.
right, and there's 2 pairs of shoes. The top side is this garment, and there's a new dress.
You got it, Mom.
Okay, they're gonna come by.
Yep.
You pick those up, and you're going to have everything tailored today.
Right. Exactly. So not a problem. I'll have that all done.
Also, I didn't realize that you are on Facebook or chat or something. I saw you today, yesterday.
Saw me.
Yes. You're, I can't remember the name you used. What's the name you used?
NASCAR man.
You know, the other one.
That's me, NASCAR man. That's it.
Yeah, but you also film yourself.
What?
You film yourself.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be doing that?
Yes, I can because I'm doing a lot of stuff that's helping with. It's more of my understanding of the disability of being blind and stuff like that. I'm doing stuff like that.
I just want to make sure you don't ruin your disability.
No, it's understandable. They understand that because they like it because I do stuff that's helping because to understand what's going on with my vision and everything. So it's fine. We already discussed that. So.
All right. I saw you yesterday.
Yep, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah, you show me?
Oh.
I can't tell you.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I don't want to tell the person that showed me all this stuff.
Don't worry about it, Mom. I'm not worried about it.
No, I saw you. So you had your hat on backwards.
Yeah, because I can't because I have to have the vision. If I wear if I take my hat off, I need to get a haircut, and it just doesn't look right. So.
Well, you're gonna have to get a haircut because of graduation.
I understand that, Mom. I know that. So.
I bought you an outfit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Auntie texted me yesterday.
Right. So we went to Kohl's. I bought you a nice dress shirt, but it's one of the shirts that have
Probably has French collar. Probably needs cufflinks, French cuffs. Sure, somebody has plenty of cufflinks. Probably April probably has plenty of them.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, I'm turning my head around. I don't like the way I look with it on the front way.
By the way, we had over 200 views for our show from Wednesday.
Sweet. I was my
Destiny,
grandson.
I know you're probably listening. Bless your heart, honey. You know, we love you, and I know you probably wanted to put all of our minds at ease when you're the one in the hospital.
Exactly.
And I know that's why you came on.
You just take care of yourself. We love you so much. Good morning, Dab Kitty.
Hey, honey kitty. Dab Kitty, we got one of our own in the hospital, and that's Destiny. She had to have emergency surgery yesterday, and she's on the panel this morning from the hospital bed.
Which is Shamrock Cookie Chick, if you didn't know. That's Destiny.
So that beautiful redhead picture that you see, that's our Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about me? Okay.
Joey wants to
Des-
know what Destiny said. You want to tell her?
Destiny, which is this Shamrock Pixie, this you see in these chats and stuff. She had her spleen rupture yesterday while she was on her date, her date time with her husband, and they had to rush her to the hospital.
She was at Dollar
And-
Tree of all places.
Yeah, and had they not been in where they were at and able to get to a hospital that quick, she probably wouldn't have made it. But anyway, she messaged me this morning, which I was so glad, and then she came on the panel. Now, she's probably still listening. So everybody send her out some positive love and positive good vibes out to her.
There she is.
There she
Sorry.
is.
There she is.
I was I was getting sick, and I didn't want to do that live.
No, that's good.
But yeah, this tube here, because it happened right after we ate lunch, I still have food in my stomach. So this is actually slowly getting all that food out. It's crazy. But what happened was they believe I had do you remember what the word was?
Splenectomy?
No, the
An aneurysm?
It's just some of the veins in your spleen might have been abnormal and they're more loose rather than
Okay.
So when you have a lot of pressure and blood flow through there, they get ruptured.
Yeah. Did you hear her? Did you guys hear her?
No.
Okay, so to break it down is I had some abnormalities of the blood vessels in my spleen, and what they think happened was it just ruptured. I was literally hemorrhaging to death, and it came out of nowhere, and they saved my life here. They literally saved my life.
Thank God.
Tommy rushed me here, and I believe, from what I'm understanding, I literally was passing out and not responding at times.
Hmm.
So, but I told Tommy when because they were gonna rush me to UW, or not UW, Wausau, and they said, the doctor came in and said that that wasn't going to happen, that I had to be treated right here and now, because I wasn't going to make the 45-minute trip to Wausau if they didn't get me in the operating room now. But I told Tommy, straight out, that he needed to get a hold of you guys and to pray, because I was scared. So, and I want to thank everybody. Not something that I ever wanted to do, but my face is really messed up from all the tubes and stuff like that. But I want to thank everybody that prayed.
You are beautiful. You are beautiful. I don't care. I'm just glad we're seeing that face.
I am so glad to see that beautiful face, Destiny.
Thank you, guys. I was so scared.
We know you were. That's why we're praying, and we will continue to pray. We are going to pray you well, girlfriend.
Thank you. I know things are different now. I didn't know what a spleen was, and then they explained it this morning, and so I'm going to be here, from what the doctor said, for a little bit yet. So, I just want to thank everybody.
No thanks needed. We are gonna pray you well, girl. We are gonna pray you well.
Sweetheart, look, do you want Casey to go ahead and pray over you now?
Yes, please.
Dear God, I and all of us pray that you lay healing hands on Destiny. We're not just healing hands, but you lay calming hands. You embrace her and you hold her close to you. Lord, you take her fear away from her. Where the hard part is over, and now we just need to get her better. Lord, we pray that she doesn't have too much longer in that hospital bed, and that she's able to come home and be her normal, bubbly self. So Lord, we give you thanks for getting her through this. And Lord, you just know that she has a while to go with recovery. So we know that you will get her through that. And we pray that she knows that she can lean on all of us whenever she needs to. Lord, just give her peace and give her healing that only you can give her. In Jesus' name we pray and we claim it. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. So I cannot see chat at all.
That's okay.
So
You are getting
Everybody is sending you love.
from Joy and Dab Kitty and those of us on the panel and
Jennifer, Adam. Yeah, Adam's on the panel.
hey, where did he go?
He's here.
For me?
Oh, I had to switch my phone to the side so I could see you all.
Derek
We're
told
all
me
here
to come
for
get
you.
a haircut. He was on the phone.
I had a very important call with mother.
That's all right.
Be thankful you still have your mother.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm thankful. Even when she drives me crazy, I'm thankful my mom is still around because I know what it's like to be without one parent, and I want to keep that one around.
Exactly.
Right.
I miss her when she's gone.
Well, I was so out of it last night that I guess the doctor came out to let. No, you'll have to hear it from Tommy because I honestly can't remember what all happened. Like I don't remember. I remember getting here. I remember bits and pieces. And then waking up this morning.
Yeah. Well.
But I guess the kids both came in.
Mhm.
My mom came in. My dad didn't. He couldn't handle seeing me this way.
Right.
I actually have 2 IVs in,
Mhm.
one on each side. I have this beautiful nose thing going into my stomach.
Yep. NG2. Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
then I have this oxygen
Oxygen. Yeah.
that keeps popping out on me. And I mean, Tommy was here until I literally told him, you need to go home and get some sleep. And I think he got home about 2:00 this morning. But I made him go home
Mhm.
because there's just, he's about 20 minutes away, if that. But I made him go home because the chairs here aren't very comfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
so I made him go home. But he was there by my side the whole time. And
Well, last night, just to let you, Destiny know, last night Tommy put it up online. I called Tommy, and he was waiting for you. And I told him, I said, "Don't worry about everybody else. I'll handle it." And we had a group chat last night, and only the select few, Adam, Darlene, Kimmy, Rebecca, the squad, And I said,
Texting.
and yeah, any questions? I says, Tommy's gonna call me because I didn't want Tommy going crazy. And I says, you just need
Yeah.
to be by you and don't worry about anything else. We got you covered.
And Joy wants to know if you're in.
What's that?
If you're in pain, Joy wants to know.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Mhm.
Oh,
Honestly,
man.
I thought I was having a stroke or a heart attack, but it wasn't either.
But like Tommy said last night, I know it was a very serious moment, but he goes, well, you know what? I think the doctor said that Destiny's made it big. She might be in a medical journal.
Yeah, because my spleen,
Mm-hmm.
it had no case.
It had no good fibers around the spleen to cover it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I'm out of breath.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Right now, they're actually examining it.
Yeah.
No, what in the world? It looks like a normal spleen, but it's not.
Yeah.
The
casing. Yep.
Yeah. I'm 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They think I was born with it that way, which they're trying to figure out how.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it should have. It's so abnormal. It's not even funny. So.
I mean, yesterday Kimmy was packing. She's like, I don't know if I want to go. She wanted to literally come and see you. I'm like, relax, Kimmy. Just don't get yourself all worked up, and we'll get you. We'll get you. Let you know what's going on.
I know. Kimmy, she is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's my Irish twin.
Yeah.
Because her and I are always like on the same
wavelength. Yep.
Yeah. And so, I'm done. I don't know. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about big plans. And the next minute, you're laying on a table dying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And things just.
We'll relax. We'll relax. Breathe. We are here. All our prayers helped you. We are here for you. And just relax, Don't let it get to you because it's going to make it worse. You're going to get in more pain. Just relax and just take your time. We're all here. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. We are still we are your crew. We have your back.
We're your crew of misfits, praying for you every minute.
That's right.
We are that Celtic knot, the Irish knot. That's what
you go.
That's what we are.
I was telling my nurses last night and today about all y'all, and she thought that was the coolest thing. So she's gonna go check out my channel.
That's cool.
She's getting subs even in the hospital.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
It wasn't even that I was asking for them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Bless my baby's heart.
Yeah.
No kidding. I gotta run and shut windows. It's all of a sudden I realized it's raining in my windows, but I was so concentrating on what she was saying, I wasn't paying attention. I gotta shut windows. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I picked yesterday about Mojo or when I was saying good morning to everybody. I think you, Derek, first thing in the morning, and then there was Adam, and then and as I was typing good morning to Destiny, I got to the MORN, and at the same time, she sent me a message, good morning, at the exact same time. And I mentioned it yesterday. I told her, I said, whoo, that's some spooky mojo going on.
We're on the same page. I mean, me and Adam do it sometimes too. We don't even know we're doing it. It's like
it's amazing that I told Casey, I said, I'm so glad that God has brought in the group of people that he has brought in.
Right.
And all of you guys, even out there, there's something that pulls you guys toward the Crawleys, and then we have the other strong people that, have my back, and they have Casey's back, and, we have each other's back. Right. And that's why yesterday I said, I don't want anybody, no matter what the age, to feel like they have nobody to talk to. Never feel that way. And last night, of all things, I would have been asleep. I was so sleepy and hadn't even taken medicine. I was so sleepy. And Casey, Kevin wanted an ice cream, and Casey always says, ride with me, Mama. I'm like, okay. And as we came back, that's when the phone was ringing. And I told my husband, I said, somebody's calling you. He said, they're not calling me, they're calling you. And that's when you had everybody in the chat. So yeah, Destiny, he did the Facebook chat.
Yeah, I think the best one was, well, Adam, where's your camera? Right now.
That wasn't exactly suitable for video.
Well, I'm standing there holding an ice cream at almost 10 o'clock, and I'm like, oh no, these people gonna know. So I dreamed I weighed 400 pounds. I dreamed that it was 250, then 300, and then 400, and so I had weird dreams. But Destiny, that mojo we had yesterday morning.
Yeah, it's funny because I called Tommy this morning, and because when I woke up, I was like looking around going, what in the heck? Like, it didn't quite register when I first woke up this morning, but I had a dream that we were sitting around y'all's table talking face to face, not through a computer, but face to face. And so when I woke up, I was just like, wait, what's going on, And it took me a few minutes to realize what was going on, but it was yesterday was intense. And I know now the look that I saw on Tommy's face. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that was the same look that I had when I almost lost Tommy a couple years ago. Almost 4 years ago. And so it was scary. And so I'm on air. They got me on this oxygen stuff. Mm-hmm. Weird stuff.
You're fine. Why don't you go and rest, and then we'll let you go, and then later on I'll talk to Tommy, and we'll have a group chat with everybody on opposite side. All right? You go and rest and be strong, girl.
Let everybody know that I'm still here.
Yep.
Love you.
Love you, girl. Go and rest.
And I love everybody in the chat. Thank you.
I love you. And you're still sitting at my table, just so you know. Yep. You're at the Crawley table.
Girl love. There you go, girl. Yeah.
There's my heart.
There you go, girl.
That's right.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, that's the
Okay.
take care, sweetie.
Get some rest.
Will do.
Everyone's saying they love you.
Much love, everybody.
Yes. God bless.
You know, yeah, she needs to go and
She needs
just
to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs rest. She doesn't need to be chatting, but I'm sure it made her feel good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I said
We'll have some more cafe.
I'll talk to Tommy later, and we'll have a small little group, and we'll get together and see how everything is. I just PM'd Rebecca to see if she wanted to come in, because I know she's probably wondering what's going on too. And Kimmy's on her way driving to
She already on her way to
yeah,
camping?
yeah, because the kids are already out of school, so
Right.
she didn't have to worry about that.
Derek, I think I messaged Rebecca before you did. Rebecca,
Okay.
yeah, I went ahead because I didn't realize we weren't friends on Facebook, but I sent her a friend's request and I sent her a message
Okay.
and let her know.
Right. So, it's just
Good morning, Muhammad.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Mohammed.
Mohammed.
It takes my breath away, and I had to do some of that breathing, like Casey tells me when I get nervous or upset about, somebody. He has to tell me, breathe in through my nose and then real easy, because it's hard seeing her like that. So hard.
That's it, and that's why I didn't want, and especially with everybody being in a different part of the country,
Right.
I didn't want her thinking that, okay, nobody's worrying about it. And I didn't want Tommy to keep on calling everybody. So I said, Tommy, just do what you two need to do with the family, and just leave it to me, and I'll handle the. So, but.
Good morning, Joel. I'm glad to see you back this morning. Send prayers out to the Shamrock Pixie, which is Destiny. She's in the hospital. She had a ruptured spleen and they had to remove it. So we said prayers for her. And if you, after the broadcast, if you want to go back and hear the prayer, we have prayed over her. And if you want to take a moment to pray over her as well. But, that's how we do. That's how my thing goes, is we just encourage and we pray one for another. It's like what I told my husband when we came from the viewing of my sister-in-law. I told him, I said, I wanted to go by and see a friend of mine, and I guess he knew I wasn't in the condition to go by and visit anybody. But I told, my friend, I said, we came by your house and it looked locked, and I would have just blowed the horn or climbed your fence because I really wanted to see you. I said, I'm tired of crying. I said, I want to laugh with people and not cry over them later. Does that make sense to you guys?
Amen.
I said,
amen.
I said, I want to not wait till it gets to that point. So, at least with you guys, I can see you guys. And, I have other friends out there that I can't, see. And they're just around here.
Mm-hmm. I know. And who can't love Derek's giggle?
Yeah.
I love it. It reminds me of my husband's giggle. My husband giggles the same way. I just love it.
Yeah, Joy. When I was in high school, there was a terrible wreck. These young boys was going around the corner real fast, and it was like a huge dip in the road and then a curve, and they rolled and rolled, and it almost killed one. He was paralyzed on one side. It took his spleen. It took part of his liver, just about all his internal organs. It really messed him up. He was able to come back to school, but he was never functional like he was before. So he still here. I have seen him walking to work. He works at Waffle House.
Oh my
because
gosh, I miss me some Waffle House.
Mhm.
None of them in the north.
Nope.
I can't eat Waffle House anymore.
Oh, there ain't back in the day. Oh,
I like Shoney's better.
Yeah.
We used to have a Shoney's like right at the end of our road, like across the highway. And every Sunday when we would come from church, well, no, before church, we'd hit up Shoney's that morning. And then it just went under and nothing else has been good for there. But the only thing now I can eat from the Waffle House is a piece of pie. I can't eat anything.
Oh. Waffle House is good hangover food, just so you know. I don't know how I would know that, but I do know that.
I'm going to show you guys something real fast. Can you see it yet?
No.
No, of course not. Application window. There we go. Well, share.
There we go.
All right, can you see this?
All right, let me lock it on you.
You see it?
Love me some Waffle House. Yep.
Yeah.
There's Rebecca.
Oh, you can't see me?
No.
Nope, we're seeing the chat.
You see my chat?
Our
We're seeing
chat.
your chat. That's all we're seeing.
Oh, weird. Okay. Let me
We're seeing exactly what's on our chat. It's
That's
a double
weird.
shot. Rebecca, come on. I sent you the link. Come on in.
But Tracy, Keegan would wake up like 5 or 4 in the morning and want breakfast, and we would go to Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
When you're the type that's sober and you're in there at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Whew.
it
probably smells like a mix of breakfast alcohol.
Yeah.
It is not a good it's not a good time to go. You wake up, you go there, and then you have all that crap, and it's not a good time to go at that time in the morning.
All I can think of is the movie Tin Cup. They're always at the Waffle House.
Yep.
What's that other one that's down south that's real popular that has the waffles and chicken?
Shoney's.
Shoney's is good too. But
Shoney's?
see, that's
Okay.
we don't have Shoney's in Michigan. We don't have Waffle House in
Okay.
Michigan.
Good morning, honey.
We are screwed.
Good morning, Gina.
You have Denny's, don't you?
Yeah, we do have Denny's.
It's not the same,
Oh,
though.
that's good too.
No, it's not.
Not the same.
It's not the same at all.
What's that other thing that looks like a country store? We have a couple of those around here.
We went to IHOP. It's been a few months ago, and I mean, it doesn't do good for me to eat out because I don't know what I'll be able to eat.
Yeah,
And then I got
salty and fat and fried, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to eat more fruits and vegetables and less fried food.
Well, I mean, I can eat bacon. I can eat bacon fine.
You eat bacon? Really?
You know, get sick off of it.
Now I know Nicole, Dab Kitty Sparkle, not Nicole. Nicole. If I remember right, Dab Kitty Sparkle. She's like, yeah, she went to IHOP. I'm like, oh, yep, IHOP with their pounds of pancakes.
Mm-hmm. My son took my grandson, his son, to IHOP one time because they typically, Brantley loves his daddy to make him bacon and pancakes on the weekends when he stays here. So he makes his son bacon and pancakes on Sunday morning and after mass. And he one time he took him to IHOP because Jimmy wanted something different. Because Brantley only likes pancakes and bacon. And Brantley's eating his pancakes and bacon, and he says, Daddy, your pancakes and bacon are way better. He has never taken them again.
anytime we eat out, my husband tells me that he says, your cooking is so much better than this. But last night, Casey got so excited because I fixed the pinto beans in one crock pot and the beef chips in another one.
Ooh.
What's beef chips?
Beef chips.
Beef chips?
Like,
what is that?
Beef tips. It's just like
beef tips, not chips. Okay, beef tips. Okay.
Yeah. So those were in another one, and he said it was. He called it. What do you call it? Chili con carne el gringo. We have a restaurant, El Rio, and me and Kevin always loves the chili con carne. I love it. So that's what Kate.
Well, I just bought this yesterday. Well, me and my wife did. We went sourcing yesterday, and it's a Hamilton Beach breakfast sandwich maker. Everything in one. You just put it all together, and it makes everything.
That looks good.
Yep. So
did you get your?
Can you fit a bagel in there too, or just like a muffin?
I'm trying to see. It says bread, so I guess
I bet you probably could.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I love me some everything bagels. Oh yeah, it does show a bagel. Awesome.
Dad, Kitty, I can make some awesome pancakes, honey. I can. I can make awesome pancakes.
You don't fry them in lard, do you?
No. I can make hot griddle. Hot griddle.
All right.
Yep, that's how Jimmy makes his on the hot griddle. He's got a griddle. And he's a good daddy.
Rebecca can't come on live right now. She didn't get much sleep, so
worried
about Destiny.
So I hope I got 2 hours sleep last night.
Right, exactly. Rebecca, if you're listening, we just talked to Destiny. Destiny was on live with us from the hospital, which was great to hear. But you know what? She needs to get some rest. We love her, but she needs to take the time and needs to step away from this for a little bit to just relieve a lot of the stress and make sure she's better before even trying to attempt anything. And I think her son's not feeling well still. So pray for Rebecca, even though she just went through surgery the other day too for her teeth. They had to pull 2 teeth on her. Not the 1, 2. So this has been health scares in general this week with this group.
No kidding.
Yeah. So.
Always something. I have to get an endoscopy.
Endoscopy, yeah.
I say endoscopy, right? So I gotta arrange. There's Kimmy.
There she is.
I haven't left yet, just so you know.
Yeah.
Good morning, sweet Kimmy girl.
You just missed Destiny was here with us.
What's up? I can't hear nothing yet. Hold on, I don't know why I can't hear you.
I thought you were on the road.
Y'all just get away. I'll figure it out.
I thought you were already on the road already. Oh, that's crazy.
Can't hear you, Derek.
Yes, you can't.
But you can't.
That is just crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. But
she'll say what she hears us.
She's trying everything. She's trying to mute. She's trying to start. She's trying to...
There we go.
Hey. Oh, hey, honey. My other child.
I know. I actually just caught the end of Destiny. You got to remember, I'm 2 hours off from y'all, so it's like 7:30 here. I'm so glad that my Irish twin is alive. Oh,
for sure.
Gosh. Oh my! I wish I would have caught her, but that's all right.
Casey did say a beautiful prayer over her.
Did he? That's amazing.
Yes, he did.
I can't stay long because we're about to leave.
Yeah.
But so I got like 20 minutes, and I'm waiting for Michael to come back. He went to go pick up the bike rack from my dad because little man over here in the corner wants to bring his bike. You want to say hi? Hi. He's like,
hi.
It's just all on YouTube, buddy. That's it. It's all good.
Yeah, no good. You'll be ready for tonight to watch the racing. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
we're gonna watch the race. I'm gonna set my alarm, and the timing is actually kind of perfect because he has to call his dad right before that, so it will be a good reminder to. And I should get service. I mean, it might be spotty, but we'll at least be able to watch.
I'm just waiting to see these two go at it because pretty much everybody in this chat on the panel is racing tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited. I really like that you do the races, Derek. I think that it's, especially for the reseller community, even if you're not a reseller, you're just in the YT world. It's nice to have a break from like trying to be so serious all the time, you know?
Right.
And it brings you back to being a kid. I mean, who doesn't love Hot Wheels? Come on now. You should see, and I'm going to film part of it, what Braden is bringing camping. You know, of course, you got to bring 50 million Hot Wheels, right? All the monster trucks.
When I used to go up to New Hampshire, I had a board game. It was a NASCAR board game, and it had all the small little Hot Wheels in the NASCAR. And literally, I used to bring that to the hall. And I mean, literally, the first time we went, I must have had 40 kids around me. I want that car. Can we race that car? I mean, it was just totally crazy. And then I started bringing the tracks every time we go up for the races for twice a year. And I mean, when I finally didn't stop going, I bet you those kids are probably like, damn, what's that? We just have fun. Now where is he?
Yeah, they're fun. It's quiet. I'm trying to adjust my thing.
There's our twin.
Here's a bolo.
Time out, Derek.
What?
See your Irish twins in the chat, Kimmy?
Oh, yay! They're mine.
Yes,
I missed you, Destiny. I tried to call her after, but I know that she's, call me whenever you get a chance. And I told her, just so all of YouTube knows, that she's not allowed to die on me because a triangle can't have two sides, people. Triangles have three sides. We cannot have two sides, Destiny. Okay? You have to live.
I told her we're the Celtic knot. Now, Kim, we're the Celtic knot. So it all.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant way. Oh, I was like crushed, man. It's been kind of a rough week. I found out that my mom is like moving, which really sucks. Yep. And then for Destiny, to try to go and die on me, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm glad. And thank you, Derek, for taking care of, kind of letting the whole community know, because people were blowing my stuff up. And I was like, I was a hot mess. All I could think about was making sure that all I wanted to know how Destiny was. Like, that's my girl. That's my girl.
See, that's your girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Me and Tommy are the Italian twins. So,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So.
And I knew something wasn't right when he called me, and I'm like, when he called me, I'm like, oh man, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I know when he could call anybody else, but when he calls me, you know something's up.
Yeah, that's true. So.
And I felt so special this morning, Kimmy, because I had a text message from her.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually I'll show everybody. So I was gonna open this in a video, a pre-recorded video. But I felt the need. I knew that there was some type of glass in it. I kind of assumed that there was going to be a jar in it, only because it said glass, like on the package. But I had to open it. I had to open my jar that Darlene made, and I had to put my very first prayer in it, which was all about Destiny. I put it right in there right away. It works, Des. The jar works, folks. No, I love it. It was perfect timing. Really, it's funny how things kind of work, and it's not. I don't usually wait that long to open, gifts from people, and I wanted to make a video and give Darlene and Casey and them kind of a shout out for them, because I appreciate the Crawleys so very, very much. But I opened it. I had to open it. I was like, I need this jar right now. And it was kind of, it really did help me, like, to do that, to put it in, and then to think of course, Darlene and her working.
Notes.
Yeah, you were talking about me and all those. You were like, I was sitting there right there in front of her and making it. I didn't realize you were talking about me.
That was Kimmy you were making, Darlene? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm such a blonde sometimes. Right over.
But that day you couldn't see what I was doing. I kind of held it up.
Well, I remember you doing that part of the music notes, and I was like, "Oh, that's a really cute idea," you know, because I love to sing, and we that was such a good day. There's so many good vibes made with this cup because that was that day that we did art therapy, and like I was singing and I was
And
making
the song.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Mama
the
was
singing.
singing in the back. It was just such a great day. Beautiful.
Can I make a
Okay,
request?
find a song to copy it off and put in the jar for her. And what is it? Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Is that it?
Yeah.
I would like Miss Kimberly to sing to our little pixie chick and wish her well. With a little
I don't know
music
if I can sing on the
interlude.
spot, man. It's hard for me to sing when I'm all.
Sing what's the song you always sing about the Disney princess? What's the song you sing?
Here's a mess, bud.
It's such a beautiful voice. Let's cheer her up.
Oh, that's so sweet. It depends on my.
Have a couple more sips of coffee.
Well, yeah, you had to laugh. The other day, Kimmy and my wife were singing somewhere out there.
Yeah. Every time I think of Derek's wife, I always think of that because she was that from what is the movie American Tail?
American Tail, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I'm trying to be. I mean, I wanted to be. My dream job was to be a Disney princess, but that didn't work out. So I'm doing it in my own way through YouTube. Right. Really, through Instagram is where a lot of them are. The only one I can find is that Anna from Let It Go, as a little emoji, or else I would change it. But I'm always thinking that one day I sang all kinds of Disney songs.
Whatever you feel comfortable, cheer up our friend.
What should I? Do you think I should sing a song for Destiny?
Adam, was it you put me and Traci on the spot yesterday to sing to Kimmy?
And that made me cry. It was so cute, by the way. Like, Traci, I love you so much.
I love you too, Kimmy.
You looked so happy and beautiful yesterday, and like, I just appreciate you. We always talk. Yeah, it's cool because some people don't.
Said she was beautiful. Can't wait to see her.
Yeah, you lifted my spirits yesterday for real. It's amazing how, and I know that some people deal with this, but they're like, people don't realize how we truly do kind of have a connection, even though it is over YouTube. You hang out with these people on a live and then off of a live, and you really get to, I mean, Destiny and I can't tell you how many hours that we've sat on the phone. I mean, even if we talk to each other every day, it's still like hours. We could talk about whatever it is. And it's just that connection.
That's exactly it. Like I said,
all the misfits, find the puzzle that they're supposed to be in.
That's right.
Just like the picture that was drawn by Derek.
Yeah, that's
that puzzle.
Yeah.
We are that puzzle that fits together.
Agreed to that. We totally are. It's really, I've never felt so like kind of like I belong. I am bubbly and outgoing. But it takes me a second in person to be that way. I'm pretty hesitant. Right. I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I don't really like to go out a whole lot, and I'm working on that. But and then also I was sort of in some kind of tough relationship, which made me scared to go outside. So the YouTube community is like really amazing, for me, and I'm sure so many, to be able to kind of
saved my life.
Yeah, it's amazing how we can connect, whether it's for mental stability or on a physical level, because we just can't get out of our house. Everybody, it gets lonely, man. It gets lonely to have people not understand, and even being a reseller, for example, I can't tell you how many times people eye roll at me like, "What? You do what? You go and pull stuff out of dumpsters and make money? Wait, what?" I call it curb co because it sounds fancier. People, we don't dumpster dive, we curb co.
Yep.
Well, like I said, I just had a phone call from my mom, and she's like, one of my friends came over and they showed me that you're on YouTube making videos. I'm like, yeah. So, what about your disability? Is that going to cause problems? I'm like, Mom, relax. I'm showing things that I have and showing my life with my disability. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna be blind together, Derek. Apparently, we're gonna both be blind together, right?
Right. Exactly. You know, that's the thing. I mean, it's one of those things where, and I know we were talking about that yesterday. To get to that point, and
I bet you Destiny would really like to see this.
Oh, no.
Destiny, he's put the. I don't know if you're still watching.
She is.
Darlene, why don't you highlight Destiny, because her faces I think might be covering up.
You mean Kimmy?
Yeah.
Kimmy, I'm sorry.
Don't mind my mess. Here, you gotta turn to the side.
I like Kimmy so we can see.
He's so cute. There's your little cheerleader.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my son.
I just ran into somebody last night. I think it was on. I was on. Oh God, what's his name? Not Thrifty Dad. Chris. He works for the Cancer Society. What's his name? Oh God, Thrifty Hoarding, not Thrifty, something.
I'm not sure you're talking about.
Thrifty Husky. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And one of his subscribers is his name is on YouTube is visually impaired. So he PM'd me last night and he's like, dude, he goes, I just saw your first video. He goes, I'm the same way. He says, I'm glad to talk with you because now we can both understand what we have to go through. He says it's not. I can't edit because he says his vision is a little worse than mine, but he says I have a 40-inch TV. I says I have a 55-inch TV. I do my stuff on.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I wear contacts, but I have like the highest prescription right now, and after there isn't anything that goes higher. So, if I were to have them out, I would really, really be blind. But even with my contacts, my vision is still kind of messed up. And they say by 50, well, according to the eye doctor, that I probably will be blind.
Kimmy, show your little man. Destiny put thank you, little man, and all the hearts.
She knows Braden. Braden always says hi to her, whenever we're in a hangout.
It made her feel well, apparently. She said all those emojis to him.
Yeah. That's my emoji queen, my little shamrock. Destiny, you need to be okay. She needs to be triangle. Triangle doesn't have two sides. That's what I told her. I'll text her. I'm like, you better be able to see this one at some point. I know you can. It's so hard. It was really cool how the community came together. I mean, such a beautiful thing to see so many come together, to lift prayers up or good vibes or whatever it is, just to show Destiny and Tommy and the kids. Because I know that Destiny's the one in that hospital bed, but I know Tommy, and I know that he was probably pretty, upset.
She finally sent him home at 2:00 in the morning. Said you need to get some sleep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I felt for him for sure because that's got to be really hard.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand. I did not understand when Casey told me to start doing my own thing, and I'm like, well, I don't have all my crafting stuff to start with. So what do I do? He said, Mom, just go on there because people like to talk to you because you listen to people. And I'm like, but did you sit there and talk to people? So, God has brought me to this, I guess. And, yesterday things went a different way instead of Casey having like regular porch church. I don't know. It just made me feel like yesterday, I didn't try to make it all about women, but there was just something about the softness and caring of the woman, and it was just something that was just underlining. And so sometimes you think you're praying for one person, and I think, God knows who is in that dire need at that time. So I don't know. I think that's just kind of the way it went yesterday. I think
really good. You did really, really good, by the way.
Thank you.
I
I couldn't remember. I just couldn't, sometimes sometimes I ramble, but sometimes when I just feel like I speak from my heart and what God lays on my heart, and then I don't remember what I said. So, but that's why I asked you that, Kimmy.
You did good, though. You did good. I don't think. I mean, I rambled too. We call those squirrel moments. When you get off a little off track. But I think that brings out the honesty in people when you kind of get off track a little bit. It leaves you a little vulnerable, and you did really well. Especially considering you weren't aware that you were going to do that, So I spilled all kind. I mean, look how many things I was talking about my medical stuff that I don't. People know me here on YouTube for the fact that I live life with a pacemaker. I've had 5 heart surgeries, but I don't talk about all the other things. Yeah, and there's a big laundry list. So that's what I talked about yesterday because I felt like I could relate and others were related. It was nice to not feel so alone sometimes, people.
Exactly.
I may be happy and bubbly, and I am like that a lot of times, but I sometimes think I put it on too much. Like it's almost a fake it till you make it. And I'm always trying to be so strong that I need that moment to sort of have a meltdown, or for somebody to it's all right. I'll be strong for a minute. You relax.
Right. You have to have that once in a while.
That's how it is with me and Casey. And that's what I said yesterday, that when one of us are real low, then the other one is, like Casey's able to tell me, Mom, it's going to be all right. Don't worry. But everybody doesn't have somebody always right in the house with them.
Right.
So that's why I said, I want it to be where somebody like you, Kimmy, sharing some of your stuff in there. And I didn't mean to make anybody cry when I got emotional. But sometimes we need somebody to be the strong one. And dang, Kimmy, you're the one that's strong for me sometimes. And I'm like, oh, no.
It's amazing how we kind of, and that's why one of the reasons I came on today is I hopped on and I saw your face and I was like, oh shoot, my good vibe needs me. If I had my good vibe shirt washed, I would have wore it.
And then you didn't know your Irish twin was on.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't sure, but when I popped on, I saw her and I was like, oh yeah. I mean, it was good to see my hot.
That's when we were
in bubble wrap, but
yeah, for sure.
Right.
When we were on Adam's show, that was one of the things that we were talking about, how the being alone in having somebody to talk to, that is so hard sometimes. That was the biggest thing about my depression when the second best friend passed away, was that I was okay when my husband's home and my son's home. I was okay. But when I was home alone all day long, that's when I would wallow in my own tears, and then I found YouTube. And here we are today.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you are here and that you have found us. I get it. I'm the same way, and I try never to let my kids, see me upset. So I'm always
right
out of school being strong. And then during the day, it gets hard. But I'm grateful for the YouTube community because it's like it doesn't, I don't sit there in my own head too far in my own head before somebody messages me or somebody says something sweet. Like, I can't believe some of the things that people tell me. Like, it's so amazing. Like, it's baffling to me, all the kindness. I was bullied for a really long time growing up, and at first, when I first jumped into the YouTube world, I almost didn't sort of believe it. I was like, people are just trying to be nice and stuff like that. But it starts to be multiple and more and more and more. Then you're like, all right, maybe I'm not so bad. So
you're not so bad.
Yeah, and I know it's silly. People always tell me, well, that, happened a long time ago, but I can't help it. Like, I can't help but have that. You hear something every day from first grade to 12th, pretty much. And kids
it's like the nails in the fence story, Those nails were pounded in, and all of us can pull those nails out, but you still have those holes there.
That's right.
Yep, I use the example, and I haven't done it in a minute, but taking a piece of paper and ripping it. Basically, for every rip is a word that somebody's, told you. And then giving the piece of paper back to whoever told you all those words and tell them to fix it and make it right. You can't. It's always going to be ripped like that. Words hurt. Bruises fade. Words don't. Words are there.
That's what I always said too. And even if they could put it back together, Kenny, there's still those rough edges. When you tear paper, you don't get no perfect edge. So when you rip something up and then you try to put it back together, it's weakened, and there's still those rough edges. And sometimes we can't always forget those. It filters back in sometimes, if that makes sense to you guys.
I always say I can forgive, but I will never forget.
Yep, it's true.
I wish we could sometimes. I wish I could. I wish I could forget things that happened so they wouldn't creep back in sometimes, They creep back in. Derek made me hungry, so this is what I'm having.
You're not eating ice cream, are you? Okay.
Yummy.
I told Derek on the phone last night, or on a Google, or I think it was Facebook call, with Rebecca. I said, this is a sign right here that we all need to come together as a community and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, because I don't want nothing to happen to any of you guys. And it gets really hard being on YouTube or just being a reseller, because you sit there, a whole lot. We need to sort of help each other and trying to maybe make better decisions, because I want all of us to be here for a long time.
Exactly.
What time is that?
Well, I'm sorry I missed out on everything that happened yesterday. I wish I'd have been in touch, but life got in the way yesterday, so I wasn't on the computer or anything at all, and I apologize.
Oh, don't be sorry.
But she's certainly in my prayers now, and now that I know, and whoa, that's overwhelming.
I know, right?
Too much excitement this week.
Of all things, I usually have my laptop in there, and my laptop was in here. And Casey come in there. He said, "Mama, have you heard about Destiny?" I said, "What about Destiny?" And he said, "Well, she's in the hospital." And I'm like, oh no. So I come in here and got my laptop and took it in there with me. I didn't even have my phone near me, and that's why when we came back later and the phone was going off, I thought Keegan had a message. So, and then look, this is how things work too on the side that people don't see. I was dreading cooking, and it was a simple thing for me to cook, but I just was not up to cooking. So me and Kimmy got talking on Facebook and Facebook Live, and bless her heart, I didn't cook supper while she was in there talking to me. So she got to see the mess on my stove, and I had to move stuff off the stove.
I was like, you were the first one to see the whole rest of what's beyond this side, which is my kitchen. I'm like, that's a school bell, and that's a button for this.
Oh, and she said, "See my tea tags that I saved," and I'm like,
that was so funny, because you were talking about how Casey gives you a hard time for keeping tea bags, and so I was all
the little tags off of them. Kay said, Mom, that's why I'm gonna use them in my artwork.
I keep my favorite ones. They're tea bags. They're just the little quotes on the top, and Darlene just thought that was too funny because she's like, "Oh, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I really keep a whole bunch of them." Right in here. This is my Todd keychain. I keep it right in there with my Todd.
Cute deal.
My little bag of goodies. My little bag of goodness.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because there was something else you had, and I said, I have one too.
Yeah.
And so
Well, you guys have seen like every angle of my dining room table pretty much, because it's like sometimes I put, this is the chair that I sit in when we have dinner. My husband sits next to me, but I usually move it because you see this. If you look from that view, that's my laziness, because we hang our hoodies there so we can quick grab them and run out for a smoke.
That's not lazy though. I mean, at least they're hung up and not on the ground or something.
Yeah, this trailer, I'm telling you.
I don't have to live there. So however you live is your business. I'm never one to judge. You know, I'm not the one that has to live there. So each their own, you know?
Adam always has the perfect background. Adam just is.
I know.
I know.
His halo.
Framed by beautiful curtains.
Yeah. Traci, is that a calendar on your wall behind you?
Yeah, this is a calendar on this side.
Yeah.
I'm old fashioned. I write my appointments on the wall calendar.
Nothing wrong with that. You know when you got to go to where. That makes sense to me. There's the photograph. I've actually got a photograph that I've taken that's pretty much exactly like that. Yeah. That's a Big Sur in California.
Let me look.
California. It's Big Sur area. It's a waterfall that goes into I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Starts with a P or something.
Here somewhere where they were all from.
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you. Peggy's going home.
Joy in the chat.
No, it doesn't say, but that's probably right, because it's just, you know, it's from the Dollar Tree, because I won't spend more than $1 on a calendar.
Well, that makes sense.
Don't bring that word up, Dollar Tree. 2 words.
That's a dangerous label, isn't it?
After what happened there yesterday, I'll never look at it the same way anymore.
My husband used to be a manager at a Dollar Tree.
That's a Dollar Tree, Adam.
Yeah, we got to know.
That's where Destiny had her issue.
Oh, was it the Dollar Tree?
What happened with you at the Dollar Tree?
No. I thought it was Dollar General.
I didn't leave the house. I went to the pharmacy yesterday. I went out in the morning, I think, and I did something. Because we had severe thunder shower warning, so I stayed inside. But we were lucky. It wasn't too bad.
Well, LizzAnn, Traci, I think you got everything pulled up for Porch Church at 11. His room is different. He has everything. He has a place, a certain way he does things. So, yeah, his is the coolest room in the whole house.
Does he notice if you touch something? Because my grandson, the little stinker, one of my grandsons, he's 6, you know. I have some wooden angels on a bookcase that sit right behind my couch. And that little stinker, every time he comes to visit his dad, he turns all those angels around. So I go past the bookcase, I just see angel butt. Oh, like, dude, leave Nana's angels alone.
Yeah. That's funny.
So funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey would notice.
He would too. I know. Yep. I know Casey well enough to know. I'm like that if something moves. Not necessarily. I mean, it just depends on where it's at. But I have a place for a lot of things. Our place isn't big, so it's even my eBay stuff. You know, all has.
Hey, Derek's back.
Derek, we've been missing you. Yay!
Welcome back.
Yeah, my computer crashed.
Hello, my grizzly bear. Oh,
Mama came for you.
I like grizzly bears. Derek, I like the scruffiness. Even if Pat gives you a hard time, I like the scruffiness.
Look, I had a comment on yesterday's program. It kind of tickled me. Mary, she has a long name.
Mary Deals.
Yes, she thought I was really Dwayne's older sister.
Yeah.
She said
Mary Beth is she's awesome. She has a pacemaker too. That's my pacemaker buddy.
Oh my goodness.
We connect.
But I
She's one of the OGs.
I said, that's what I call him. I said, him and Derek are like my two rowdy little brothers. I said, because they're about the ages of what my little brother was. But my brother 2 years younger, he was redheaded. So that's why. And then I told her, I said, I'm claiming on my taxes next year.
Yeah, I think Kimberly Crawley sounds amazing. I think it sounds awesome.
What?
That's what Darlene told me the other day. She's like, I'm going to claim you on my taxes. I'm like, all right, girl, you do that.
Well, look, what's funny is Dwayne, Keevan is Keevan Dwayne Crawley. Casey was a junior, so he changed his name legally.
Yeah.
Took the name away I gave him. But so Casey was Casey Dwayne Crawley Jr. No, Keevan Dwayne. And so he legally changed it just to Casey Crawley, because that's basically what everybody called him, you know. But I cried about it. That was the name I gave him.
I don't have to change much. Darlene. My last name starts with a C anyway. So
See?
There you go.
See?
There you go. You're apparently going to get a huge refund this next year, claiming everybody. Hello, Leticia. By the way, Leticia's in the chat. Leticia.
Hey, Leticia.
Love you, Leticia.
If no one knows Leticia, you need to show her love and go. And
if you don't know her, you're missing out, because she's just sweet.
really are.
Another OG, as I call him, one of my first close YouTube friends.
And I met her the same time I met you and Destiny.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
she had a good video up the other day.
Yeah. Leticia, have you got your internet issues all figured out? She used to come on Hangouts, but I know that her internet is kind of a little spotty when she moved. So I was curious if she got that figured out so that she could start coming back and doing Google Hangouts.
And they tried Zoom. I heard they tried Zoom the other day.
Mm-hmm. I watched. Oh, yeah, that made me think of Craig. Y'all know how I feel about my crazy Craig.
And he was going nuts. He was going nuts on that line.
That was too funny. People were sending super chats to bring Pat back.
And then some people were even trying. One was trying to mute him. The other one was trying to send us back. It was going back and forth.
I love that.
Of course, Greg's sitting there going, "Okay, you want to keep on doing it? Go ahead." I don't care.
Yeah, Pat is
Todd is in the house. Good morning, Todd. Good morning, Todd. Destiny is in the.
She's in the chat.
Be the Difference Clothing had asked up here how we all met.
Just right here on YouTube.
Yep.
How did you all meet? She says, way up there.
Yeah, through YouTube. YouTube. It just kind of depends. We didn't all meet at the exact, same time. Let's see. Right. So I think it would be Adam, that I've known the longest through a chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adam, did you know when my name was Life of Kimberly? Because I've been following Wade and all of them for over a year.
I remember seeing your name. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know you then, but I
right. Well, I didn't chat into chats until Chick Picker Valerie Cunningham. That was one of the first chats.
Yeah.
That I was chatting in.
That reminds me, by the way, there's no auction this Saturday. I guess Dwayne and Heather are going on a date.
Yay!
Yay! They deserve
Good
that.
deal.
They deserve a Saturday off. So.
I think I met Adam through like the Wayne's auction.
Right.
I think he was on one night on the hangout afterward when Casey did auction, and I think Derek was in there and Adam was in there, and I kind of spoke to him, but then I bumped out and Casey stayed in there. But then, you know, I'd always see Adam in the different places.
Yeah.
But LizzAnn was because Derek told LizzAnn. So LizzAnn's new. I'm really new to having my own channel. I mean, a little over a month now. Just a little over a month.
And how do you think I met LizzAnn?
I know, right? We all just sort of connected. It must have been through either Lonnie or Justin or somebody that I met you, Derek.
Likewise.
Yep.
And then Adam, it's got to be because I even used to watch Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, and Daily Refinement, and when it was 10K on the Bay, like when he was 10K on the Bay. So
yeah, he's in my eBay Open video from last year. Chris.
Yeah, he's a really smart guy. I still watch Daily Refinement.
The panel when what's his name was retiring.
And then, of course, Todd. I've been watching Todd for a long, long time.
We've seen Todd go from 100 to 1,000. Wow.
Yeah, that's good stuff. He's one of the ones that inspired me to even go live because of how sort of organic he is. And
me too. Because he said you can do it.
I like some squirrel chasers.
So, I always say, Kimmy, that you and Todd, you know, Casey told me, and I was like, I don't know, but you and Todd kind of just was, you know, if you want to do something, just do it. Just do it. And
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move your butt.
Yeah.
but when Todd,
just do it. Yeah, you should. You know, don't live your life with regrets. And that's to everybody. Do not make it to the end of your life living with regrets. Like that's what kills the soul. You know, that's what gets people to be, you know, and depressed. It's not necessarily what you do. Even if you do something and you fail, it's better than living life with regret and not put yourself out there. You know?
Yeah.
Derek, you want to give an update if people, I know Ty came in the chat late, anybody else that came in the chat late, you want to give an update on Destiny?
Okay, guys, I know everybody who hasn't been here. Well, we had Destiny on the show this morning. She made it through fine, but she's
Let
still
people
in.
know what, if they don't know what the situation is.
Okay, situation was Destiny, Shamrock Pixie, yesterday was rushed into the hospital for an emergency surgery. She had a ruptured spleen. So last night we made the announcement that she was in emergency surgery, and as soon as we found anything out, we'll let everybody know. Well, this morning she called and to let everybody know that she was okay. She's still not out of the water. She's still going to be there for a couple of days, but all the prayers that everybody has given her and Tommy is bringing the light to everybody. You know, even though she called and she was on the panel this morning, she's struggling.
So crazy.
She's rough. She was a little rough.
Cell phone broadcasting in the hangout from her hospital bed.
Yeah, that's something I would do. Totally not something I would do.
She's got oxygen in and NG tube in, double IVs, and she's like, "I got you guys. This is my heart."
That's my strong Irish twin right there. She's a survivor.
She's a trooper. Yep.
Yeah, she is.
You know, I think that is all this is confirmation for me, you guys, because you know I prayed about it, and like the preacher at Sunday, I just happened to go to church. He said, "Whatever you're doing now, strive to make what God is using you for now. Keep moving with it. You know, strive to be better, strive to be bigger, strive. You know." So, I'm like, God, I just, keep doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because somehow, look, you guys are on the panel, and it's not about numbers to me. It's just about touching people, like you said, that's lonely out there. People that feel like they don't have anybody to talk to. And, there are good people out there. You might come across some that's not, but you know what? Then you, like you say, can you bless and release?
Yep, bless and release. You gotta just wish them well and let them go, because at the end of the day, at the end of life, we are not the ones who gets to choose where they go. They have to live whatever they've done, and it doesn't make you a better person to be judging them as hardcore, anyways. So you need to judge yourself and bless and release. I've lived by that for quite a few years now. The whole, kind of bless and release. And it does work well.
What did your best friend say?
She used to say, let go and let God.
Yes.
Amen.
I could not think of that last night.
Yeah. I mean, it's so true.
I would call her so upset about stuff, and she'd say, Trace, just let go and let God handle it.
Yeah. Again, it's don't let it, it's that resentment, that stuff you're holding inside. Don't let it.
It doesn't hurt the other person. It hurts
No,
you.
they win too. That's what I always tell people. Don't let them win. If you crumble because of somebody else, and I'm not exactly being the most perfect example, because I've had some YouTube drama that's gone on, and I've sissy-la-la'd out and not done my Monday motivation. I need to suck it up and just get over it. But that's another reason I like YouTube. It sort of holds you accountable sometimes, in the things that you put out there. But I need to take that advice and just bless and release, and not let people get to me. There's a lot of good with YouTube, but there's also the few that are not so good.
Right.
And LizzAnn, you come on at such a good time. I mean, that day that I left you so low. I'm so sorry. No,
Okay.
you have so much positive things to say about, the Lord. And,
Thank you.
and I'm like, it must have just been meant to stand back, because I went back and watched it, and I'm like, Derek brought her in, and you have such a kind, God-filled spirit about you.
Oh, thank you.
And then Traci helped yesterday. I told Casey, I said, right there, and Adam bringing some scripture into the chat. It was just, we are all drawn together for a reason.
Yeah. Y'all are blessed to me as well.
Good morning, Lynn.
Lynn's my birthday twin, and our moms have the same birthday. That's so weird.
That is cool.
I mean, Darlene, just look at the size of our piano. Even with Destiny was in, I mean, we got a full load of a piano. And we're not having problems with our internet. Usually when you have this big of a piano, somebody's glitching out, somebody's doing something. God is giving this piano the love and that making sure that everything's going well.
He is. He is.
I hate to be the one to have to head out, but I really need to go so I can go camping.
Hey, have so much fun. Enjoy your family.
God bless your trip. God bless your trip, your journey.
Thank you.
Safe.
Thank you. I'm excited. I didn't get to go camping or fishing last year because I just had my heart surgery and my arms were attached to me, tied to my side. So I'm really excited to go and hang out with my kids and my dad, and it should be a really good time. So I'm going to try to film and blog as much as I sort of can. It's hard because not everybody always wants to be on camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a portable battery? Do you have like a charger?
I just use my phone. I try, to be honest, I try to avoid certain certain things or battery extensions because they actually mess with pacemakers.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I just don't
They
even.
have like a magnetic field or something though?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
exactly. That's exactly anything with a magnet. That's why in the jewelry community, I'm always asking, and I know it may be silly sometimes. I'm like, is it magnetic? You know, I need to know if that's magnetic because it's right here around my neck.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go enjoy yourself.
Yes, I'm going to. I'm really, really excited, even though it's going to be a little cold, but that's all right.
Well, have fun.
You'll enjoy it. And good luck tonight with the racing and have fun.
Well, I'll watch that because, like I said, my son has to call his dad anyways. So we're going to go back to the campsite right around that time, and I'll make sure that to watch it. I won't be able to be in the chat like 2 seconds, but I will be watching.
You got it.
All right. Much love, y'all.
You got it.
Bye.
Bye. Bye to everybody in the chat.
We're at 10:24, Miss Darlene.
And I know that we can shut it down and get ready for church. I'll get my church clothes on. And no, really, for most of you in there, we will. Adam, can you throw the link in there?
Yeah. Give me 30 seconds.
The Porch Church Network is what my son, he's a pastor. I actually just go in the other room. So it's in there. So what we're going to do, I'll shut down. I'll shut down and then
take our hats off. Except Derek.
Huh?
We'll all take our hats off except Derek because he just wears his. And that's okay, Derek, because we love you anyway.
Oh, so 11 o'clock Eastern time, and that's when that will be on. And I love each and every one of you. I'm so glad you guys, God put your heart into coming and hanging out with me. I love all you guys. So let's count it down. 3, 2, 1.